Hello and welcome. My name is WebDiver, and once upon a time, there were two cities as big as countries. One was called Loser City, and the other, Wordington. These two cities lived in harmony with one another. Although they had their differences, those differences never got in the way of a peaceful coexistence. And for a long time, that was their relationship. Until it wasn't. Until the dictator Stefan usurped SKYE from his seat of power in Wordington High Command and enacted brutal anti-thug tyranny. Take a seat, child, and let me tell you a story of thug oppression and furry love. Before we tell the story of war and loss, we should really begin by telling the story of SKYE Hates Reddit, or as he was more commonly known as, Loona's husband. Loona's husband is a bit of a mythical figure in the great land of Reddit.com, or at least in the couple of subreddits he moderates or used to moderate. He was, for a time, a moderator for the city of Clanworks, a smaller shitposting subreddit. At his time at Clanworks, his influence was manifested by attracting the furry menace and the furry haters. As his name suggests, Loona's husband is a big fan of the character Loona from the hit web series Hell of a Boss.
Eat this. And then you know that bridge over the freeway?
Yeah?
Shit off it.
He often posts and comments daily expressing his love for Loona. And other people, typically those from the subs he moderates, joke around his fascination by posting Loona thirst pics, or, as in the case of Clanworks, telling him to go f*** himself. After he left Clanworks, or was booted off sometime in 2023, he founded a new city. A city where he can express his love for Loona without fear of persecution. And he named it Loser City. It was, in the beginning, just another small-time shitposting subreddit, whose main joke is ironic posts with titles like Only in Loser City or Loser City blank. And the post itself is someone being cringy or uncool or whatever. But by the sheer presence of Loona's husband and his radiating love for Loona, Loser City would soon transform into something completely different. Very early on, one of Loser City's in-jokes was being a half-ironic or fully not ironic furry subreddit. You see, it all started by people making some posts like, "Oh man, look at this down bad furry girl. Oh, would it be weird to be like, I don't know, ironically be attracted to some anthro baddies like Loona's husband is to Loona? Oh man, that couldn't be me." And the comments would be some tongue-in-cheek like, "Sure OP, you're not attracted to sexy. Furry."
Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he'd put on a dress and play a girl bunny? No.
Maybe some BBWs. There were some BBWs in there too. Women. And of course the typical comment of furry deniers of, "I'm not a furry, ... But it was a playful sort of thing. Of people going, "Of course I don't actually like a little fur on my women. Unless." This playful denial of furrydom would, however, eventually transition from irony to full sincerity. Just people making posts, unironically going, "Yeah, I like this. This is what I like." I mean, there is still a level of self-awareness. Like, I'm ironically going to the furry subreddit to post furry art ironically. Except whereas previously that statement was said by someone who wasn't a furry, nowadays that statement is made by someone wearing a fursuit. And even though every day of the week, Loser City is a typical mainly shitposting subreddit that has gone downhill ever since it broke 100,000 members, except for each Friday. As each Friday is the one day of the week each Loser City citizen can be horny on main for their furry or scaly waifus, without being banned by the moderators. Big Brother is watching. He sees the comments you left under that post, and he disapproves. People, generally, especially those on shitposting subreddits, love to be funny by being transgressive. And a good way to be transgressive on the internet is to post something slightly sexual, but in a way that challenges common sensibilities. Pornography featuring baddie anthropomorphic women is one way to be transgressive on the internet. Loser City does not exist by itself, however, as it is at the end of the day a shitposting subreddit, and all shitposting subreddits know one another. From PP Chart to 196, because they all steal each other's reposts and repost them on their own sub. They also often interact with each other too, mostly by playfully calling the other subs the bad, unfunny part of Reddit. All this interaction builds a strange sense of community among the shitposting subreddits, and our Losercity and another shitposting subreddit, Wordington, built an exceptionally close relationship. Perhaps because Luna's husband also moderates Wordington. Wordington is a shitposting subreddit, just like all the others, just like Losercity. However, if Losercity's in-joke is furries, Wordington's is is gay black men. Digging up old posts and comments from Wordington alleged that Wordington was just a regular boring subreddit until one day it wasn't. Let's read this comment from this post because I think it's funny. I was here at 2K. Every post on Wordington in the very beginning was cross-posted from some sub like r/techie10 or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but I think Wordington grew out of that sub. Wordington pre like 20k was like just regular hood irony shit, like yo, look how fucking dope my crip walk is, and then then post an addict falling down a stairwell, stuff like that for a long time. And also people posting images of car washes and talking about how car wash is the next hustle for real, and where the fuck the go-go bees. And think about being a legit autistic man in Detroit, and that's kind of the feel of the sub at the start. Then the sub become just general shitposting for a long while. Top posts were almost always still hood ghetto related. That period was a pretty top-notch stupid ass post, a lot of OC from what I could tell. Then people put Wordington in front of everything. They always did that before, but just similarly. Wordington was originally kind of like code for hood autism, but now it was almost every post. About that same time, people made lore about Wordington being a physical place, like a town where all these posts were happening and anything goes. Not a ton of hood irony anymore, but it was still around. Then it got gay real fast. I mean, within the span of 1 week, it went from hoodish shitpost sub to literally a gay porn sub, like that quick. And everyone thought the gay stuff was just a trend, but on God, it was not. On God, it was not indeed. I really can't validate most of these claims and chill Cosby's comment, but other comments seem to verify his account, and he does have a Wordington Elder badge. Wordington did also say car wash associates instead of members, so his claim about the car washing is the next hustle for real is possibly true. And there are posts mentioning Wordington being marked by Reddit as a NSFW subreddit, so it's possible that the gay posting was a more recent development. To be completely honest, I don't want to scroll through like 4 years of gay porn to validate Wordington origins. I'm sorry, but someone else is gonna have to fall on that sword. I'm sorry. At some point, I don't actually know when, Nuna's husband, now SKYE hates Reddit, after his Nuna's husband account was banned, I'll tell you why later, he became a moderator for Wordington, and even Thug posted a little too. The mayor of Loser City had become an integral part of Wordington. That is, until a villain rose from the shadows. On December 22nd, 2024, SKYE hates Reddit would make a Reddit post on Loser City detailing the actions of other moderators of Wordington. The post goes as follows. Today, I saw a post on Wordington promoting a cryptocurrency on Pump.fun, aka the world's least trusted crypto site, and I removed it. I was then confronted by a Wordington mod above me, Naked DDD, who told me not to remove it. He reinstated it and I go offline for a bit. When I come back, the coin was crashed and me and some other mods were discussing about it. I found it suspicious that, after years of inactivity, old mods come back. Old mods act like asses and refuse to remove a guy who's saying absolutely foul shit to me. Weeks later, they're promoting a cryptocurrency on Pump.fun. With all this, I confronted the mods and they admitted they themselves made it and hoped to take it off. They didn't discuss it with anyone other than themselves, aka the top 4 mods who did it. After a confrontation, I was accused of lying. I was told I was going to be removed as mod. However, instead, the coin creator DDD has removed themselves as mod and severed all ties with Wordington. It's also suspicious to note the mods were promoting this coin as well. Do what you will with this evidence, but I believe they intentionally came back after inactivity and made a rug pull to capitalize on their audience. With this, and the fact that modding Wordington was terrible because I had to deal with another mod just being an ass to me, I'm leaving Wordington as a mod and instead welcoming 3 new sub-mods, formerly Wordington mods. SKYE also posted screen caps of their conversations with the other Wordington moderators. In the screen caps is SKYE and another moderator named Dragos confronting Stefan Wash 2 about the crypto pump scheme. I think Stefan being an asshole to SKYE. I say I think because SKYE doesn't actually explicitly say that it has been Stefan who has been harassing him in the past. But in the screen caps, it is Stefan Wash 2 who calls SKYE and Dragos who should kill themselves in real life, and also that they take Reddit too seriously. Stefan Wash 2 also made more comments about how he wants to kill Dragos and SKYE for treating being a Reddit moderator as a job. The next screen caps are of the old Wordington mods such as Drew Wash's, possibly Stefan Wash's also count, I don't know, Frutus and DDD at the GKK's comment on the presumably the crypto scheme Reddit post that SKYE took down and the other moderators restated and left up. The screen cap after that is SKYE and another moderator, Big Cap, confronting DDD and Stefan Wash 2 about their attempted crypto scam, wherein the conversation DDD and Stefan admit to committing the scam. The next screen caps is DDD declaring that SKYE will be removed as moderator basically for just calling out Stefan and DDD for their crypto scam. And next, DDD calling SKYE a dickwad and Stefan telling SKYE to commit suicide again. You don't have to be a genius to predict what happened next. Wordington and Losercity were pissed. Every other post on Wordington was still gay porn. But now, some had titles calling out Stefan for being a dickwad who uses slurs and tries to scam people. At first, Stefan tried the YouTuber's approach to dealing with internet drama. Ignore the criticisms and wait until people stop caring. He pinned a post on Wordington trying to reassert control and claim that everything is fine. Everybody told him to fuck off. SKYE later posted another screenshot of a message sent by Stefan to SKYE. Stefan calls SKYE developmentally delayed, who himself and his audience are so autistic as to not understand that when Stefan was admitting to the crypto scam, he was actually being sarcastic. Stefan also alleges that SKYE's home life is less than stable, with divorced parents and a mother that would be happy to kick SKYE out of the house. Also that SKYE is friendless and also fat. This was SKYE's response. It genuinely upsets me that I will never be able to be with Luna. Like, I thought fictional characters were hot before, but those have been, wow, they're hot. And that's the end of it. But Luna is different. I need to be with her. No relationship I could ever have could compare to being with her. Luna is proof that it is no god, for no god would be so cruel to tempt his creations with such unattainable perfection. Like, I don't think you understand how hot this woman is. Look at her in this frame. That's fucking insane levels of hot. Like Quasar mixed with the radiation of a black hole hot. Whenever we go on dates, I'm always nervous. Her smile literally melts my heart, even in a Nevada winter. Her crimson red eyes could cure a colorblind man. Whenever she kisses me, I feel like I just got hit in the head with a hammer, and my brain basically goes into crisis mode. I have no clue what to do, because I was never really programmed to deal with someone as fucking pretty as her. She sometimes asks me, why did you choose me out of all the millions of others? And I always tell her that out of all the people living or dead, heaven or hell, she is the best. SKYE also posted another screenshot showing Stefan to be an asshole again, and that the Wordington mods have banned certain words for being used in the sub, like the word mods. At this point, it's safe to say that Stefan was, at least a little bit, peeved off. Beyond Stefan being a little bit, the citizens of Wordington and Losercity were doing what they always did. making memes. Most were role-playing, serving their goddamn country. They were in the trenches, eating each other's asses, fighting the good fight against Stefan and his corrupt council, trying to liberate Wordington from their evil clutches. Others were refugees, fleeing the violence, most taking refuge in Loser City. Let's look at one refugee story to understand the conflict from a human level. This is the account of one Loser City Wordington dual citizen, BA Animations. On his Reddit account, he posts his daily life with his wife, Whitney, their lovely wedding ceremony, their home life together, them enjoying a lovely day together, and then consummating their marriage. And, oh my god, Whitney's pregnant. Congratulations. It was a beautiful fairy tale love story. But unlike a fairy tale that ends with happily ever after, BA and Whitney's stories was interrupted with the war. On December 23rd, 2024, BA would post that he and his pregnant wife would be leaving Wordington on an Amtrak train. He made this post to Loser City, but it's unclear whether or not Loser City is their final destination. It should also be mentioned that this post is the last update we have on the couple. It's possible they lost their lives fleeing the fighting in Wordington. BA and Whitney stories would not be the only tragedies in the war, however, as it's reported that the Wordington mods began banning numerous people from Wordington. Many early thug soldiers were lost. This, however, would not deter the brave thugs and furries who would continue to post memes and tell Stefan to go f himself. They would keep fighting. Until one day, after weeks of bloodshed, the skies cleared on the battlefield, and on the capital building of Wordington, for every gay black man lover and fur fucker to see, the flag of Loser City flying high, declaring victory over the dickwad Wordington mods. Stefan and his clones were banned from Reddit by the admins, and SKYE and his submods would be granted rule over Wordington. The war was over. We had won. The present day of Wordington is tense and uncertain. While some thugs welcome SKYE and his submods as liberators and saviors, others are wary of their new overlords, uncertain of what SKYE would do next. Would SKYE be a real thug who can make Wordington great again, or would he betray them and turn Wordington into something unrecognizable? SKYE did change the profile picture of Wordington from the thug emoji to the picture of his wife, Nuna, to declare his victory over the Wordington mods, but he did eventually change it back. Some take this as a symbolic sign that Wordington has already changed. But for now, it's time to rebuild, and new mods will announce their next steps soon. For a start, the new mods will attempt to unban everyone that's unfairly banned by the old mods, and reopen the sub. Later on, more changes will be made to Wordington. Some more cosmetic, as changing the community description, the changing of the naming of the community members from Car Wash Associates to just members. And recently, SKYE and the mod team have enacted a most controversial change for Wordington. No more NSFW. Most reactions to the news were comments like 1984 and this is literally 1984, and people making memes protesting the change. Follow-up comments from the Wordington mods clarified their intention behind the decision, stating that the NSFW ban was enacted in the hopes of Reddit reversing the decision of making Wordington a 18+ subreddit. The fact that Wordington is an 18+ sub limits some of its functionality, making the overall user experience worse off. The worse the user experience, the less popular the sub can become, as people are less motivated to spend time on a shitposting subreddit that can't effectively shitpost. Now, mods claim that this may even lead to Wordington becoming a dead sub, like other subs. The new mods also worryingly admit to want to become more authoritarian in their moderation. The future of Wordington is starting to look uncertain. Nowadays, you hardly see any thugs toying with their assholes and coming hard from the anal stimulation. Not a Wordington many people can say that they can recognize. Will this Wordington be the one to last till the end of time? Or is this the fall of Wordington? It's frankly too early to tell. However, in my opinion, I think SKYE and the other mods can make Wordington a great place. A place where thugs can do the thug shaker and love each other and express themselves freely. If in the future they can't do all of that, then it's simply no longer Wordington. Goodbye and see you next time. Hello again, this is part of the video where I share some extra things that couldn't fit into the main script because it was too off topic or threw off the flow. First up is that thing with Luna's husband being banned from Reddit. It's a bit stupid. Basically on Twitter, I think Luna's husband came out against Zoofiles, and the Zoofiles then mass reported his Luna's husband account, which resulted in his ban. This is alleged by Luna's husband and other people, so how true it is, I don't actually know. However, people's reactions to Luna's husband being banned across the subs were kind of funny. The second thing I want to mention is actually Chill Cosby, the elder Wordington community member who made this comment. Chill Cosby, if you're watching, I want to say I saw that comment you made on that post, yearning for someone to document the history of Wordington. How, as an elder of the community, you wish for the immortalization of Wordington's past, so that new members are educated in the Wordington culture and history. And all I want to say is, be the change you want to be. May be the first to make it happen. I have faith in you to do the work necessary to preserve history, because we both know no one else will. The third thing I want to mention is actually another Wordington user, Owning Neighborhood 89. Owning Neighborhood is the Anthony Fantano of gay black porn memes that is Wordington. He often comments his reviews of memes that people post in Wordington. Short little blurbs that are sometimes really funny. I give Owning Neighborhood a light 8 to strong 9 on what he contributes to the Wordington community. Very subversive and surreal. Very Wordington. Alright, it's truly goodbye and see you next time.
Except he joined the fucking Navy.